I'm the executive chef of Hawksmoor, Matt Brown, and I'm going to talk you through our ribeye box. So we have two native breed dry aged ribeye steaks. We have some Matt's Ultimate Oven chips. The process we make these chips is exactly the same within Hawksmoor, apart from they're slightly larger. So we boil them in loads of salted water, get a really big chuff on them, let them chill overnight, and then we blanch them again in some beef dripping. So they're 90% cooked, you can see the colour there. Then we put them in the box with some beef dripping, and all you have to do is literally chuck them in the oven, 20 minutes, give them a shake, and you have the ultimate oven chip. Then we have some cream spinach, which is an amazing side with any steak. When you taste this, you should be able to taste a little bit of nutmeg, a bit of spice from the cayenne pepper. It's very rich, very creamy, amazing with steak. Then we have our mac and cheese, which has 4 different types of cheese inside there. This again, just literally chuck it in the oven, 20-25 minutes so it's nice and golden brown, and you're ready to go. We have some bone marrow. The bone marrow is for our bone marrow gravy. So this is Madeira jus. We just bring that to the boil, scoop it out, chuck it in, whisk it together so it emulsifies back together, and then you have this amazing gravy. And that is our ribeye steak box. Okay, so the first 2 things we're going to do is our oven chips and our macaroni cheese. You see these got these lovely nuggets of beef dripping there. Take a couple of small pieces into your frying pan for when you cook your steaks. Straight into an oven dish. Mac and cheese exactly the same time. Roughly 20-25 minutes. Give the chips a toss after 10-15 minutes or so, and wait until this is golden brown and you're ready to go. So now we're going to cook our steaks. You have this amazing Maldon sea salt. Season both sides. And be generous with the salt. Creates a lovely crust on the outside of your beef. Okay, so now we're ready to cook our steaks. I've had my pan on for about 5 minutes so it's nice and smoking hot. It's a heavy based pan, which will stop your steak from boiling. It conducts the heat very well. So we're going to go straight in there. People talk about a smoking pan, but you will have to turn it up and down. What you're looking for is a lovely caramelization on both sides. Get a nice salty crust on there. So you might have to go up sometimes, you might have to go down sometimes. But if you can see a fair bit of smoke like this is perfect. So I'm going to check my steaks. You want a lovely golden colour like this on there. Nice caramelization. And I'm going to cook these medium. I like my ribeyes medium. So what I do like to use, to use a probe for these. And I'll take this to about 48, 49 degrees. It's going to come up another 10 degrees. So between 58 and 60 is going to be perfect. It take probably 10 minutes to cook start to finish. A good 10-minute rest will coincide with your mac and cheese, your spinach, everything being ready all at the same time. Give them a little baste. See, this is that beef dripping that we put in the pan at the start. I'm going to turn it down slightly. I'm going to check our oven chips. Okay, our chips have been in the oven 10 minutes. Sort of nice and golden, so I'll give them a toss round. Get a nice coating on them. Then another 10 minutes and they're ready. Okay, we're going to check our steaks now. Give them another baste. You see you've got some fat that's come out the ribeye. Like this. I've got the same colour on both sides. And now we're going to probe them. You want it in the fattest part of the steak. I'm cooking these medium. So we're up to 47, 48. I'm going to take these off, rest them for 10 minutes, and we're ready to go. Okay, while our steaks are resting, we're going to make our bone marrow gravy. So the Madeira jus, just bring it to the boil. And then what you're doing with a spoon is just scoop out the big nuts, some nice large nuggets of bone marrow. Try and keep them big and don't be too aggressive with them because there's little bones in there. You don't want that into your sauce. And as soon as that comes to the boil, just whisk it until it emulsifies. You want to cook it for about 3 or 4 minutes. just so they go nice and soft. Okay, our Madeira's used up to the boil. Our bone marrow is ready. In you go. Again, give it a whisk while it's boiling. You want it really soft and gelatinous. Okay, while that's going, we're going to warm our cream spinach. This literally take 3 or 4 minutes to warm up. Cream spinach, just keep an eye on it. What you don't want it to do is catch, and you'll lose that lovely vibrant green colour you have on here. It is literally 3 or 4 minutes. Then at the same time, just keep whisking your gravy. And 2 minutes, we're ready to plate. Okay, so now we're ready to plate. Our steaks are nicely rested. We have our nice piping hot cream spinach. Our bone marrow gravy. Give it one last whisk. Our chips have been 20 minutes, so we'll finish them now with a little bit of Maldon sea salt. Like that. Our mac and cheese. And there you have your ribeye steak box.